Indeed.
Another one.
Man, I'm excited. Man, I'm excited. I think this is a subject that a lot of people sleep on. Offensive line. And even looking at it at 12. So I just see this as a special day. I gotta clap it up. Just to hear from people that's in the space that played it, coached it. Lou.
Yo.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, what else can I say? The motto of my channel is the motto of offensive linemen and what they live out, man. First blame, last congratulated, man. Guys who do the dirty work. You know, give a hand down, don't ask for nothing back. Get the job done in order for somebody else to shine, etc.
So, man, could you expound on that more? I think you got some levels to that.
Man, this position I played, that my flag football coach he put me on, he set me down this path. Kind of glad he did, man. Ultimate, position of servitude. You constantly putting your body on the line for somebody else. The whole world is on your shoulders, but you don't get no shine. They ain't gonna never know who your name is. So you just gotta go out there and ball. You gotta work. And then, like, if you part of a real team, they don't even count you as an individual. Like, you are one of five. Where my five at? Where my 5 old lineman? My coach used to say when we doing pregame meal. Where the 5 at? We move as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do everything together. Yeah. When you finally see the other side of this position, you understand why I push back on, it's just plug and play. Nah, it ain't no plug and play, man. You saw it last year. People tripping over each other's feet. It's just things you can't explain about this position, man.
And see, it's almost, when I think about the offensive line, it's almost like it's a position that's almost made to be overlooked. And I'm just being, and see, and the worst part, it's the most physical. That and D tackle is the only position where you getting hit guaranteed every play.
Even on a walkthrough. Ain't no days off. That's how I knew when Zach Martin is done. Everybody, he's gonna be back. Man, anything you feeling on his body, the wear and tear on his body, multiply that times 5. Because it don't end. It's just constant, man.
Yeah. And then the worst part to me about offensive line is the ball. People eyeballs follow the ball. You know what I'm saying? So years and years of fans would be watching the game and not even notice the greatness that's going on in front of them. Like they won't even notice. Like, what really got me into really truly watching was when I became like very, very, very serious about looking at film. So that would make you look at one person and ignore everything else. You'll be just locked in. And so when you locked in like that, you appreciate the dancing bears and the skills and all that kind of stuff, and the power and the punch and the setup and the chess and the sets and multiple sets, and it's the pancakes, the physicality, the second level, the athleticism. You like, whoa, these boys really doing something.
Yeah, like we moving into Shotty's moving to a power run scheme. Everybody's excited. I can't wait for the elephants on parade, the pulling guards and tackles, but not knowing the most important block in the gap scheme is uprooting the front side. If we can't uproot the front side, man, it don't matter who's pulling. The initial penetration coming in is gonna eat it all up. I mean, that's it. I want some people who gonna move another man against his will.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about today, man. And I'm going to say this, man. I'm going to just be honest, man. I've been thinking about y'all. It's almost like, I was telling people that God is a weapon. Like, and I got the evidence. Like, you can look at your own history, right? Lyle Collins as a rookie. You plugged him in there, man. Obviously, we're not saying he was leery, but he was close enough. And then we know Tyler Smith was a fish in water from a rookie, and he had to be thrown out there to that old tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a dope weapon. I think if people train their eyes, and that's another reason I wanted to talk to all three. You know what I'm saying? You, Vach, and OC. He could be here in about 15 minutes. I wanted to talk to y'all three because I also know there's a nuance to it that we take for granted. Like, we think we good, we think we see, but it's almost disrespectful. And I've been thinking about this. It's like, it's almost disrespectful, like somebody that didn't go through those point of attack wars like you guys, So it's like, nah, you got to sit back and listen tonight. I'm gonna pepper y'all, man. All kind of questions, you know what I'm saying? Because I think people disrespecting, just what y'all do. So what's your thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah, it's more to it. It's more than just big 330-pound guys stepping, just mauling folks. There's a nuance to it. I'll give y'all a little sneak peek. Okay, one of my favorite protections that you run often, actually, and that I love, also hate it because it's so complicated, is the 50 protection, which is half man slide, the half zones. We break the offensive line in the middle, and half of the offensive line is in zone, and the other half is in man, right? So you can tell whichever way who's the zone and who's the man, whichever way the center goes. So the zone side is easy because we're protecting a zone. So if we're sliding to the right, 52 protection, we just protecting the guard, our gap to our right. So we're good. But if you're man on man backside, when you're man on man backside, you can't just be fighting just to be fighting. You gotta make sure you're on the same level as your tackle. And you got to be able to win your one-on-one rep. Because like you saw with our rookies last year, them games will get you. Them stunt games will get you. Because you got to stay on the same plane and be able to fight. Having that selective aggressiveness, if you will.
Right. Right, man. You talking too technically over talking backside, front side. Explain that.
So if we're sliding right, that means guard, right tackle, that's the zone side. Left guard, left tackle is the man slot. The man side. That means they're man up. So on the hut, we get in our kit, whether it's 45 degree, whether it's 90, whether there's a quick set, we gotta make sure that we're handling our man in front of us and staying on the same plane. Because if they come with a game, TE, ET stunt.
So
one guy's coming for the
wait. Cause see, this is trench school.
Yeah.
See, the one thing about school, man, when you start talking, man, whoo, y'all, see, I know what you're saying with the game, but I know a lot of people probably was like, huh?
Yeah.
But break it down to like the dummiest terms, like when they twist each other, stuff like that.
So the best way I put it, best coach, everybody on the defense got a gap. At all times, A, B, C, there's somebody maintaining that gap. So a game is when, for instance, TE, the tackle is going first. That means it's penetrating towards, it's crossing the guard's face, trying to get on the hip of the tackle, and the end is going to loop around.
Right.
And that's a game. That's just one variation. It's hard to do that when you're in the man slide, because if you're on different planes, like if one guy's up and the other one is back, you're not on the same page. So that means the penetrator is going to hit the hip of the tackle and fold right off. Or if you too occupied, you too aggressive, you're not going to see the looper. So this is all like you can't. It's more than just let's maul them. Let's maul them up front. Let's just punch and let's get out of it now. And then on the game, like it's so many. The reason why I hated this protection because there's so many rules you gotta follow. Like last year with our rookies, I remember I was calling BB the 3 guards because he was acting like a guard. He wasn't seeing the stunts. So like you the center, I need you to snap, get your head back on, get some depth, and able to see the games. Because when somebody folding off, somebody's coming to replace. Remember, everybody on the defense got a gap, so you got to keep that in mind as you trying to stop a 330-pound man.
Gotcha. Well, I want to go and get to the nitty gritty, bro. Obviously, we've been talking about Brooks. Okay. Obviously, we've been talking about Brooks.
Booker. It's been a long day.
Thank you. So, obviously, we've been talking about Booker. Thank you, bro. But it's others. You kind of hinted that you would be open for other offensive linemen at 12. And I wanted you to address something. Okay. I wanted you to talk about because I do want to be very detailed and kind of get everybody's point of view on this. What's up with this RAS score with Booker?
Yeah, I saw it was pretty bad. Listen, your as you can see when you test, you hold more weight with certain positions, and it's probably the position groups that are mainly one-on-one, and they like you're going against each other. So mainly corner and receiver, I hold it to high regards. But when it comes to the offensive line, tape is above all. So like guys who tested well with the 40, see, like he ran a 4.38, I mean a 5.38. I don't think that's too bad. You know, that ain't that slow. And the 10-yard split wasn't that bad as well. This guy, like when you're with the vertical, when are you gonna ever think the offensive lineman gonna have to jump? Abroad, that's the explosion. The shuttle. This is not a great test of an offensive lineman. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now the athletic ones, they're gonna pass this with flying colors. Great. That only tells you one thing, that he can move. He can move well in space. But what about the powerful guys? The guys who, you know, you can only see their work on film. So the RAS score, I wouldn't hold it to high regards when it comes to offensive line at all.
Okay. Because you talked about before the importance of being able to bench 21 bench press. I mean reps on the bench, 225. He was under that. Well, he was right at that. I'm sorry. So I want to get your, I want to follow up with you again and get your current thoughts and see if you still stick by that when you look at him having that also as a test potential concern.
What was his bench? Okay, I didn't see
his bench was 21.
21. Yeah, I mean, there's some concern. Because why hold it to high? We linemen, we 330 pounds. Like, you got to be able to throw your own weight. So like that's 225 should be nothing. Now he could be a bad tester, but for offensive linemen, the bench is a good like measuring stick to show me how like powerful your punch is. Usually the guys who are catchers who are not like powerful. Like I'm pretty sure Dallas Smith probably knocked the bench press out, with flying colors. But it gives me a good.
Yeah, I'm gonna look them up. I just want to compare because everybody go get this scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. For 12, everybody go get this scrutiny. Hold on real quick. Let me look it up, y'all. Let me see what the chat talking about too. OC should be in here soon too. I'm gonna call Vach at 9. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tyler Smith is crazy. While I'm looking up Tyler Smith, I want to now I did play with some players who was horrible at the bench but super strong. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's why I said I was gonna ask y'all a lot of questions. Does that happen? Because I remember a bad tester that played good. He went to the Ravens from OU.
Linderbaum?
No.
Is he O-line?
O-line tackle.
Stanley?
No. He was drafted to the Ravens and he ended up going to Kansas City too.
I know you're talking about.
Help me, dog. We live. We live, man.
What's his name?
No brain farts like that. Y'all help me out. Y'all know football savants. Y'all help me out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He played against Nick Bosa and locked him down.
Oh, I know you're talking. I know.
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. This gives me encouragement. Somebody said Tyler Smith did 25. I don't see that. I'm under Tyler Smith right now. This Tyler Smith right here. And we know Orlando Brown. Thank you. I know
Orlando Brown. Yeah.
Orlando Brown. See, remember he tested bad. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I said after his test, it was horrible. It was, hold on real quick. I remember it was. I remember I said after that combine, I said this gonna be a case study of film versus, you know what I'm saying, testing. And he played way better than he tested.
Yeah.
Like, so, but this is guard. We talking about Booker. So you gotta, what's up? You gotta.
Yeah, tackle. I mean,
you standing by him? You still standing by him?
Yeah, I'm still standing by Booker. That film is above all, man. I know he didn't have the upper body strength, but what I saw on film, he had great lower body strength. Great leg drive, and he was just nasty on the point of attack, especially on the run game. So I like the upper body strength. If that 25 was correct with Tyler Smith, then like when we saw Tyler Smith film at Tulsa, we saw that nasty punch. What OC called it, the back breaking punch.
Yeah, he said back breaking strength is what OC said.
Yeah, back breaking strength. Yeah, you can see that. Like, that's all upper body, but I mean, there's guys who are lower body, who are great, who just very good at just maintaining their weight. Orlando Brown, good, technically sound, fast. Guard and tackle, you got to evaluate just a little bit differently. Strength ain't gonna save you at tackle. The best way I can say give you a difference. Guard is like fighting in a phone booth. Tackle is like fighting on an island. You only got a couple of punches.
Right. That's well said. Can you say that one more time, bro?
Guard is like fighting in a phone booth. Tackle is like fighting on an island.
Right.
Like you got 2 or 3 punches to get it right. If not, dude is bending an edge and he two-stepping on your quarterback.
Okay. All right. So when the OC and them get in here, man, we go compare. So my concern is that testing.
Mm-hmm.
That testing was bad. So let me just keep it real, man. If I'm looking at his RAS score and his testing, is that a reflection of his discipline?
You can say that because he didn't, like we was talking about earlier. Remember, I think a couple of weeks ago, we were saying like we view the combine as you getting ready for, to test. Like that shows your commitment and your discipline towards it, and for you to improve. But there's just some things like O-line is not gonna be good at. I don't think O-line are good testers. I really don't. I'm just looking. I mean, he didn't bench, but people really care about arm length, hand size, height, and weight. 10-yard split. And then I'm watching you on the drills, mirror drills. What do your hips look like? Because it was guys that there's guys who was testing very well, but their hips look stiff as I don't know what. So like that like I don't care how athletic you are, you ain't gonna be able to bend. There's just some things the test is not going to be able to test. Like what about this test shows me his awareness? What about this test shows me, his smarts when it comes to the 50-man protection I was talking about? What about his What about this test shows me his footwork? What about this test shows me his technique when it comes to, you know, working on combo blocks with the center? None of this shows me that. None of that showed me. Only one thing can show me that, and that's the film and the competition you go up against. That's important as well, you know. So, and I gotta put that above all. I know like he didn't test well, but I'm pretty sure there's guards in the past who didn't test well as well, and people who tested well that didn't pan out. It just shows me how well of a good athlete you are. It does not show me how well you work when it's 5-on-5 and you in that box.
Okay. So I need to know this also. Who else would you be open to at 12 offensive line and why?
Josh Simmons.
Okay. So yeah. And see, that's what I want to talk to Vach about, because why Josh Simmons and how would he fit?
Most people ain't gonna like this answer, but you get him and you put him at left tackle, and you tell Tyler Guyton go fight it with Terrence Steele, straight up, because what Josh Simmons has on film, his floor is higher than yours at this moment, right about now. He's athletic, he can move. He has great being, great strength. He has great landmarks. Only thing is he had a couple of he has a holding problem. Tends to be a waist bender at times, but he just looked very smooth at that tackle position. Like I would take him in a heartbeat. That's my number one overall offensive lineman in this whole class by far.
Josh
Simmons.
Okay, so then you will be trying to then likely unload Steele.
No, I would.
You saying battle them out. So what you trying to have a super swing tackle?
No, this is. I'm letting you know Steele is not in my long term, 1 or 2 years until Guyton is fully ready. Because I do. What scares me with Guyton is how I believe he quit on the team last year, or I mean he was just going through it. But I mean when the going get tough and the stakes of the season went down as the season progressed, the coaches didn't go to you when their job was on the line, you know. And I understand that, but the left tackle position ain't no joke. That shows you how important that position is. It ain't no joke. It is the enforcer of the whole offensive line. You will be tested week after week, and it's not for the weak. So I know moving him to right won't fix his problems, but it will. I'm trying to create some type of competition within the kid, because I know if we can bring that out of him, we can get the best out of Tyler Guyton.
And so I didn't look into his medical. Did you look into his medical?
Yeah, see, I've been watching. Vach gonna come in. He gonna probably say the same thing. It's looking better and better with him being ready to go for camp. I think it was like just a. Don't quote me on it. It was like just a patella. It wasn't a full ACL. It was something like on the good side. It wasn't too bad. So, yeah, I mean, but like he's still like that film really impressed me. That boy is moving people, and there's not many tackles in this draft, I would say.
Yeah, no. Like Guyton in this year's draft would be a top 15.
And Simmons last year would be well above Guyton.
Yeah. No,
So,
he's clearly the best left tackle. Mm-hmm. But it was so many tackles last year. It was so many tackles, man. So, okay, who else are you thinking about at 12, and what's your vision?
That's the only two.
So you just got two.
I just got two. I'm out on Banks. Will Campbell scares me a lot.
Okay.
I mean, just going on him, I don't want to bash the kid, but he plays entirely too high for me. I think he was like in a 2-point stance 90% of the time. Red flag to me. And you're tall, and you're not powerful, like ultra powerful. You can sit there and box, but if I turn on your 2023 film when you going up against a guy that I was very high on, I was right about Jared Verse. Yeah, man, it was tough for you because that speed to power and that length he had really gave you some trouble. So Banks, I'm not more and more as we get closer. I'm not for the moving the guy to guard and letting him start because there's no guarantee. He got great rebound form. I love his rebound. He can really sit down in that stance. But if I'm going to get a guard, I'm going to get the best guard who's heads and shoulders above everyone else. And that's another thing. I went back and checked my work before the show, and everybody, why not wait till the second round? Because Booker is that much better than the second best guard, in my opinion. He's much better. Like it's night and day. I'm telling y'all, it's night and day. I'm not seeing nobody. When I said the last, he trying to block you to hell. He's trying to put your face past the ground.
Man, hold on. Let's go back to these other candidates, man. I told y'all I'm gonna be over here. I told you I'm peppering y'all today, man. I'm gonna give it to y'all, man. Yeah, I want to hear y'all out and hear the vision out. And then I'm also ask you about it with Dak Prescott as well. You know, because now we got a rookie tackle from that plan, and then you got Tyler Guyton playing right or battling out with Steele. I don't think Tyler Guyton would make it under that. Being honest.
What do you mean by make it? Like
his confidence be shot? I don't think he beating us Steele.
No, that's the plan. I don't think he's beating us Steele. That's why I said it's a 2-year. Like I'm not moving off of Steele. He needs to sit and learn. Guyton needed he needed Tyron Smith. Even though we was quick to get rid of Tyron Smith, he needed somebody he needed a veteran presence, in my opinion.
So check this out. What about Will Campbell?
Yeah, he scares me.
What about Will Campbell, the guard?
To guard? No. Because I mean the leverage, he doesn't play with enough leverage for me. And he's not powerful enough for me. I don't know if he can't handle it on the island. How can I trust you? You can't even deal with Jared versus speed to power. How can I trust you with somebody that's even more powerful? You know that closing down the environment ain't gonna solve all your problems. His hands are just not good enough for me to fight. He's not powerful enough in the run game. I don't trust you on any combos. I don't. And like I said, 99% of his college film, he's in a 2-point stance. So you're going to finally put your hand in the dirt for the first time with the Dallas Cowboys. That's a great idea.
What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Well, I came in late to the conversation.
I was talking about Will Campbell, the guard. Because it's my cornerback eyes looking at these dudes.
Yeah, him at guard is not really gonna work, man. He's too long. Even at tackle, he plays with a very high seat. He sits really, really high. Doesn't play with a whole bunch of knee bend.
Can you explain high seat?
High seat means that he plays with not a lot of knee bend. It means that he plays almost standing straight up. Basically, that's what it means. So typically, if you want to have a leverage and you want to get under pad level and things like that, you're going to play initially, at least, at almost a 90 degree. You don't got to be exactly 90 degree, but almost like a 90 degree. And he plays with not a lot of knee bend. So when you talk about your seat, you talk about his thighs and his butt. If you look at how he plays, as Lou mentioned, out of the 2-point, he plays relatively high. And you can get away with that, if you got just tremendous length and tremendous upper body strength. I think he does have good upper body strength. I think he has tremendous length. So he's been able to get away with that at the college level. I think that with people with more wiggle, when he progresses to the NFL, he's probably the best tackle prospect in this year's draft based on what I've seen thus far. I'm not finishing watching tape on everybody, but he's probably the best tackle prospect. He's a top 10 type guy. But he's got to clean some things up and improve too.
So I'm going to ask you what I asked Lou You said you had
Who
three.
who was that asking for hoodie OC? She did that on me on the last show. Who was that?
That's Angie.
Angie, what's up, Angie? And Angie, the hoodie got to come out when it's appropriate. We just talking ball right now. Go ahead, boss.
Yeah, Special K said boss asked Vosh the same question when Vosh get on. About who? About what? Because I was gonna talk to him about Collins, obviously. Because, you know, I'm interested in the vision of what y'all seeing at 12. So you said you had 3 OC.
Yeah, I do. It's interesting. And it's very. I got 3
I do.
potential ways I think we can go. I actually do. Yeah, I do. So yeah, whenever you want me to get into it right now?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So you know what I feel, and let me put an asterisk by what I'm saying. Okay, this is an asterisk mark because we can't predict exactly when it'll be runs on certain positions. So if it's an early run on certain positions, this could shake this up based upon what's going on. But I think that, you know, the likelihood is that you're probably going to have a Jalen Walker sitting there out of Georgia. Jalen Walker. You're probably going to have Genty there. All right. And definitely, unless I think that Booker does go up draft boards as we get closer, you may have him there. But I think that Jalen Walker, I think that Genty will probably be there, and I think that
No,
Booker
you said
will be
3
there.
offensive linemen.
Well, no. I mean, this is my 3 picks that I think will be there. If it's 3 offensive linemen, I can extrapolate it. Booker. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I think it's only 2 in my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion that might make sense. Is Booker and Ahmad Mimbo, and I may be saying his name wrong. Out of what is that? Mizzou. Mimbo. I think that he may make sense there. He might be there. He's a good athlete. He got some stuff to clean up, but he's a good prospective pick on the offensive line. That's
At 12.
I think he might be a slight reach of 12, but I think he'll be there.
Would you get him?
Would I draft him? I would draft Jalen Walker.
From Georgia?
Yeah. I like him a lot. He's
Really?
a hybrid. He's a hybrid, man. He's a rusher that can play linebacker. Think about the possibilities. He's a fast dude that has twitch, and he plays pretty good in space. So this completes your pass rushing efforts. You got a backup now for you got Micah, right? And you got a backup now for your other defensive end. And it's not contingent on Sam Williams being 100% healthy. I like Jalen Walker, dude. I just happen to like Jalen Walker. If you go offensive line here, I'm fine with that because obviously I'm slightly biased to that. I'm an offensive line guy. But Jalen Walker, I think that he may be there, man. That's surprise. Those are my thoughts. But I like to hear you guys' feedback. You can beat me if you want to. Go ahead.
I don't like Jalen Walker.
Yeah, I got to fight you on the OC. I'm sorry.
It's no fight. We just
At
talking.
12. Fight. Wait.
No, I ain't gonna fight. I'm just gonna
Fight this dude. Wait, hold on real quick. I gotta go find a button for this.
Nah, here you go.
Wait.
I like Jalen Walker, man. And look, if you look at CBS's big board, okay, he's rated a top 15 prospect. Look at CBS's big board. I'm not saying they always right, okay? I'm not saying that, but I'm just using that as an example.
We might be wrong.
I might be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna take another look because you said so.
Take a look. I'm just hey guys, this is all open air conversation as far as I'm concerned. Take a look.
Why you don't like him, man? I want to see a fight, man.
I don't like him because I don't know where he fits on a defense, especially our defense.
Perfectly.
I didn't see any film of
Let's
him at
see
all.
something.
I didn't see any film of him at all in linebacker. His linebacker film, I didn't see anything at all. I only saw him moving forward. I only saw him either spying or in some type of A-gap blitzing. And he may be undersized off the edge. And he doesn't have enough moves to be
That's
a
what I
full
said.
edge.
I didn't see enough moves. I didn't.
I didn't see, like, all he's, yeah. Go.
I'm gonna give you a game when we get off here, and I forget the game. They used him from depth against, I believe, Tennessee. And there's another game, I'll look it up, okay, when I get off here. But yeah, they used him from depth, and he was very effective shooting that B-gap, man. He was in there like a ball of lightning. He was very effective.
That's what I'm saying. He's a blitzer. Like I'm pretty sure they use him as a delayed blitzer. Like as far as linebacker, off ball, if he ain't going, when Bosch get in, he definitely don't like Taylor Walker, but he's always moving forward. I don't know where to put him on the defense. Like I feel like he's a package guy.
He's a rush in. He's a backup rush in.
Yeah, they need to fight those soft.
He's a fast, twitchy rush in.
Gentleman ass dudes.
He's a fast rush in. So that's what I think, man. I think that he's a possibility for you. I think that obviously here you go with the buttons. All right, go ahead. Here you go with all the
Bro, I'm just keeping it 100, bro. OC, listen, bro. You know how we roll, bro.
No, God!
You know how we roll, big homie.
No, God, please, no! No!
Why are you against?
Oh, hell no!
You want answers?
Why are you against it? Why are you so against it?
Well, because I just looked at defensive end.
Who do you like ahead of him?
Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, who you tell me?
I got a lot of people ahead of him, bro.
I'm about to bust you up too. Go ahead.
Oh, you gonna bust me up? You try to find somebody to hate on? Shit, I'm gonna give you nothing but the best. No, I see what you trying to do. You trying to reverse.
I like some mid round guys. Like
I thought you had some offensive linemen that you wanted at 12. Oh, see, you done messed up the whole show. I thought you was gonna surprise us.
I said I got 3 different ways. I said I got 3 different picks that I think might make sense. Will Campbell's not
I'm trying to get that from y'all. That's what I'm here for.
I don't think Will Campbell falls to 12. I'll be interested to hear Lou's take on this. No pun intended. Lou's take. But
I don't think he's gonna fall to 12 either.
He ain't falling to 12.
Or Mimbo. I don't think Mimbo's gonna fall to 12 either because the combine.
He might be there if it's a run. If it's a run on a certain position or two, he could. That's why I say I like him there. He's a good value pick if you feel like Terrence Steele leg ain't gonna be healthy.
See, listen, y'all. Oh, see, I gotta keep it 100 with you, bro. Yeah. You letting us down, bro.
I ain't letting you down. You just misheard me.
No, this is what I mean by you letting us down, bro. It's because, see, everybody been watching this channel, bro, so they know how you roll, bro. You see what David said? OC will fight with Boss, though. You feel me? You see? Yeah. They see that you easing up your punches. They see it.
I am not pulling no punches.
We're here to fight, brother.
You what I think. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna tell you what I think. That's how I'm feeling.
I thought you had some offensive linemen, because see, I know.
I gave you 2.
All right, so
I gave you 2.
Okay, let's go. I want to talk about him then.
I gave you 2. I told you Booker will come up the draft boards before the draft. Okay, you like Booker, I like Booker, right? Ahmad Mimbo, I think he could be there if it's a run like on DBs or if it's a run.
See, I don't like how you saying that though, because you saying it like he could be there. That doesn't say you want him to be.
I'm telling you this, man. It's only one guy, in my opinion, 2 guys that I really want if they're there. Okay?
That's what I want to hear.
Because of the talent.
Right.
It would be Will Campbell and it would be Booker. Those are the 2 that I want. The rest of these dudes, I ain't 100% sure about. I'll pass on them. But the guys that I want, I don't want Banks. I don't want Banks.
Why didn't you want Banks?
I don't want Banks because I think that he a Texas softy, and that's what I think. I don't think he the real deal, man. I think that he all right. I think he's okay. He's just like when we play UT. It's like they get a little bit overhyped, man. That's what I think. I think he'll be all right. I think he a solid guy, but I don't think he no top 12 pick. That's my opinion about it. And I think the talent and the upside of a Will Campbell is much greater. So
What's
you
up with
roll
Josh
that-
Simmons?
Yeah. What? I was about to ask that.
Josh-
That's my guy.
Josh Simmons is a good player. But in terms of upside and the greater pro career, I think Will Campbell has the chance at a greater pro career. Josh Simmons is good, but I'm saying I wouldn't want him. The reason why I want Booker is for obvious reasons. He's a plug and play day one starting right guard for you. And with the power zone concepts and the ISO concepts that this offense will be running underneath Brian Schottenheimer, it makes him a perfect fit. Why am I so biased? I'm not biased. I'm giving you my opinion. So yeah, I'm biased. I'm giving you my opinion. But
I think he's talking about Texas. He said Texas
I think
softy.
yeah.
Well, you said Texas softy.
Man,
You did
look, I
say
don't
Texas
like-
softy.
look,
But
look, name
that
me
doesn't say
one
bias
great
to me. That's like you talking about like a
their program.
mentality.
I'm talking about their culture.
the
Yeah,
coach.
Their
program.
mentality, their culture.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
that's what
talking
I
about.
got
And
from that.
And I would know because I played against them for several years of my college career, and I know people after that that been there, and they all the same. They super talented dudes, but spoiled a title culture, so they never as hard and as good as they could be. But they got a lot of talent, just like this kid. Got a lot of talent. I'm not hating on him. I think he's a good player. But name me one Texas tackle outside of Leonard Davis that just came into the league and was just a great pro tackle.
I'm gonna tell you what my cornerback eyes saw. I saw Josh Simmons as the best tackle.
Yeah, I see the same.
I think
Injury is the only thing keeping him back. Yeah.
and that's why I don't. That's why
I didn't like Will Campbell.
Because of what you said.
And I didn't like Kelvin Banks. And I honestly don't really like Armand Membu.
I think Membao, he's one of those.
Technically,
I was talking about.
he nice. Technically, I don't see power
At
Am I
all.
tripping?
I see him catching the entire game. OC. I don't like that as a tackle, and I see him. He does that
Amon?
thing. Yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah.
Membao from Mizzou. The
Membao.
tackle.
Membao?
I see him block a lot with his head. OC, like that's a guy who doesn't trust his punch, and I think he's gonna need that. That tells me he's gonna lose the hand fight immediately at the next level. You know, all DNs is gonna be able to do that. As far as feet goes, he got it. Like, and also
feet.
from the run game.
He got it.
Run game, I only seen him do well on outside zone, and that's a college team. College teams run inside zone. I mean outside zone, because that's the easiest play in the world. We just running and giving the running back multiple lanes to go. And I mean I love how he can get to the edge, but as far as downhill, he ain't moving nobody. He gotta hope the D. Yeah, remember he gotta hope the DN trip on somebody's feet for him to get some movement. I don't like how
Somebody said, "What's
So-
y'all biggest flaw on Banks?" Real quick, on the super chat, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quick though. I didn't like him against Powell.
Oh, talking about Banks.
Yeah, I didn't like Banks. I didn't like him against effective pass rushers on Powell. I saw him get put on skates.
I think moving power. I mean, I think he got great. One thing I love about Banks, he got great re-bend. I never could do that as a lineman. Like, be able to sit down and anchor as you losing.
Pop
I
up.
think I think he can do that very
Pop up
well.
and sit back down.
Sit back down. He can sit back down. That
Yeah,
re-anchor.
See, now I see why people don't like y'all.
What?
I do. I get it. I see why people don't want to draft y'all, don't like y'all. You know I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the deal about offensive line. Y'all got the ugliest moves, the ugliest positions, and the ugliest language. That's why nobody
Re-anchor?
excited to, huh?
The people are here to learn, boss.
No,
So
I
let us
know. I know. We're in trench school.
So the people are here to learn.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
so
are,
you
but
messing
I'm
up
just
the
keeping it
you
real.
messing up the class.
See,
You messing-
D.A. Lee know I'm keeping it real, bruh. And I'm trying to figure out why. And because I was like, what y'all do was so important, but I also was trying to figure out, why do people not value the greatness of what y'all do? But I'm being honest on why as I'm listening. And then I think about what y'all do. Listen, bro. Listen, this is hold on. No, it ain't the slow music. I can switch it up, big dog. It ain't the music, bro. I can switch it up. Nah, bro. I know you feeling some pride in what I'm saying. I know you got some pride in what I'm saying. But listen, bro. Okay, let me give you a perfect example. You gonna feel me. All right. When you look at us, corners, everything we do is pretty, bro. You feel me? We sweet when we come out. We be bow-legged. We fast. You feel me? The guns popping out. You hear me? And when we turn and twist, it's sweet. Our drills be like, you feel me? Then we look at y'all. We look at y'all funny ass, and y'all be around here doing these scooty scoots and shit.
He said scooty scoot.
Yeah, y'all be out here doing shit. Dog, that's why I'm trying, cause I've been like, why do they boo Zach Martin and then Fredericks and Tyler?
Cut the value down.
Oh, hold on real quick. The volume too high. Let me turn it loud. Cause I'm killing y'all. Y'all deserve this though. Cause I'm keeping it real, bro. I'm trying to really figure out. I was like, the rebend. The rebend. Sit down and rebend. I was like, that's why they hate these dudes.
Yeah,
the scooty scoots.
Let me get back on football real quick. So me, boo, man. I saw him really good on some deuce combinations in a couple games that I watched. I'll get that tape, man. So I saw it a little bit different. I think his feet are quick. I think that he plays with relatively good balance. His hands need to be cleaned up. He needs to sit back on his hips and play with a little bit more power. I agree with that. But none of these guys coming out are our finished product. None of these guys are the best of the best tackles I've ever seen. I'm talking about this year's draft and the best possible player you could get if you're looking at drafting one of these guys. So that's what I think, man. That's my take. We'll talk about more tape because I think we all watch different games. But I saw actually some good stuff with him in terms of comboing up to linebackers in a couple games that I did watch. So we'll have to reconvene on that one. But go ahead.
Yeah, you trying to change the subject, bro. And see, the chat is on what I'm on. See, I say got my oldest boy at corner. The swag is just different.
Yeah, it's different, man. It's a difference between a hip hop dancer and a professor, bro. It's different, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's different. So you can't compare no hip hop dancer to an architect technician. That's different. Right. And so when you dealing with an offensive lineman, it's not like dancing in the club and we gonna get you right. It ain't like that.
Exactly.
This is about fundamentals. This is about technique, and this is about understanding and decision making. That's what this stuff is about. Toughness. So it's a different type of situation. So
it is.
You have intellectual prowess or the what do you call it? People have ADHD. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the attention retention to like understand and listen to some of this stuff, it's gonna be like, nah, it's over your head. But you know what you are gonna do? You gonna say the Cowboys suck, and I hate y'all, and I hate the Cowboys. Can't none of these boys block. As soon as you get a guy out there that don't understand the stuff that we talking about, he's gonna stink it up. That's what you will do, and you'll be on here yelling and hollering after every game. That's what you will do. That's
first blame, last congratulated. I told you.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what you will do.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna be talking about his guns. You ain't gonna be talking about his socks. You ain't gonna be talking about his kick and how his hips wiggle around. You're gonna be talking about how good he blocked and how much time that Prescott had.
Y'all valuable.
Cowboy, they look like a Cadillac could drive through it because they blew boys off the ball. That's what you're gonna be talking about.
Yeah, and I agree. But listen to me. Like, I agree. Y'all important, bro. But the moves you do ugly. Like, just think about how y'all block, bro. You gotta put your feet like ducks and you gotta push to the side. Everything about y'all
gotta be like ducks, bro.
No, bro. Listen, bro. Come on now. I can go put on the film right now of offensive linemen moving y'all feet like y'all supposed to do on these blocks.
Talking about a kick slide?
Man, I'm
being
talking
on the
about just drive blocking, man.
Yeah, like a being on the ends.
Oh, Voss trying to get in the whole show, dog.
He's talking about zone.
Hold on, man. That boy Voss say Voss say send a link up in this month. I said I was gonna call you. Hold on, I didn't know he trying to do that. That's gonna make this interesting. Let me call Voss real quick.
Because he said you bad mouthing opposition, bro. Talking about opposite. Y'all do the same thing. Y'all do that.
Bro, I'm just keeping it real, bro.
Y'all are position repetitive. Y'all don't get bored. Y'all celebrate.
OG, you want the link? Okay, I'm gonna shoot you the link. I wasn't expecting that. I would just go call you and feed you in like that. You want to do it that way? Oh man, y'all finna get a bonus. Hey, we finna put Vach all the way up in here. Let's go. All right, give me about 2 minutes, bro. All right. Say, man, y'all got a blessing. I want to see this.
Say that same statement.
What? Like what? I'm gonna tell you, bro. Vach know it. Like y'all move, bro. Cause this is what I was gonna ask Vach, and I already knew what I was gonna ask him about this. I was like, Vach, why do people boo all pros? You feel me? But as I was talking to y'all, I was like, that's why.
But let me tell you something, boss. Let me get you straight. I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh, you gonna get me straight? Okay.
I'm gonna get you straight. I'm gonna get you 2,000%. The issue with DBs versus O linemen, when y'all get beat, bro, it's 6.
Oh.
When we get beat, it's a sack, or it's a tackle for loss, and we play again.
Right.
And the difference is, boss. The real difference is this. It's the difference between, man, that girl that everybody want in the club, and she got on a nice dress, and she real pretty, and she glistening and glamour, and everybody after. But you know what? You never can trust her, boss. But it's that other girl that you broke up with in the science class that's trusty, that's going to be a good wife, that's going to cook for you, have your kids, take care of everything for you, and do right by you. That's the difference in stability. And so, and I'm giving this big analogy to say one thing. In order for you to have team stability, it's going to start with those front 5 boys that you're making fun of right there, boss. That's all I'm saying.
It's not even making fun, man. It's more so.
Are you saying why it's boring?
No. I'm saying why y'all not appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I had to, and I'm being sincerely honest on what I think it is. See, it's what Lou said. Y'all do all the work and don't get none of the credit. And on top of that, y'all moves ugly. You know what I'm saying? So it's now it can also be dope too. Don't take it wrong.
Pancake.
Pancake's dope as hell, bro.
Come on, man.
Like sealing boys off, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So, and then like second level athleticism, I'd be like, yeah. You feel me? See, some of the stuff y'all do dope. You feel? Don't get me wrong. But the fundamentals of what y'all got to do ain't. Like for real. Like think about it. When the receiver doing what he do, his stuff dope. True or false?
Yeah.
See, y'all getting in your pride right now. I see what's happening. Y'all getting in your damn pride.
I'm not in my pride. I'm saying, yeah, receivers look full. You talking about the running motion and the stops and catching the ball.
You talking about route running though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
a possession receiver born. I'm gonna keep it big.
You talking about
a possession receiver?
Yeah, it is kind of boring.
A possession receiver is born.
Hey, you right.
You
see how I'm being fair to you, bro? I'm being fair to you, ain't I? Hey, I'm getting Vach in here, man, so I know y'all want to talk football right now, but I want to get Vach in here first. Then check this out. When I'm gonna ask y'all before I send this, I want to ask y'all something real quick, and then I'm gonna send it to Vach. I'm finna send it right now. Check this out. Oh, my computer running slow. All right, y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, man, I can't. Man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for all these offensive linemen.
And I'm glad. One of the reasons I'm glad Voss will come in and show is this. He's gonna defend Will Campbell. Watch. He's gonna defend Will Campbell. So he ain't gonna let you run all over Will Campbell, bro. So I'm saying it in the sense of that I want to hear his take.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I'm interested to hear his take.
Yeah, I want to hear it because see, this is the thing though, of what I want to hear him, all of y'all, is because I don't want us to close the door of BPA. I want to hear it out. You know what I'm saying? I want to think it through. I want us to make sure that we not in a panic at receiver.
Yeah, I think. Well, never mind. I've already kind of said this ad nauseum. I'm gonna get attacked in another private group.
Hey, that's what we're here for. Let's get it.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what we're here for.
Which, by the way, the OC really don't care about, because actually I know 100% I'm right on what I'm saying. It's like, look, man, you just got to be sure, man. If you're gonna pick up that guy with your first round pick, man, that guy's gonna come in and he's gonna have to be that guy in this offense. Or it's going to kind of be like a very, very negative media situation for that guy. And you don't have to do that because you got good enough receivers to get comparable people in later rounds at the receiver position, in my opinion.
So when Voch come up in here, want to talk about a couple of free agents as well.
I like Will.
You do?
Yeah.
He's mean. He's a big, mean dude. A big, mean, physical dude. Play for the Giants? Oh, yeah. He's a little bit older now.
I got another one.
I like him even more. He's crazy.
So we gonna talk about that.
He light skin crazy. That's a different kind of crazy.
Because
you know what I'm saying, Lou? He light skin crazy.
Okay. He say send it to his Twitter.
It's a wild statement, but when we got CD, would you say was he an immediate impact? I thought he needed to develop a little bit.
No,
I thought he had a huge draw problem.
I thought he was immediate impact his first year. He didn't get his.
He had some drops though.
He had a huge drop problem. That's what I was saying.
But
he had a drop problem, but he was immediate impact, and his targets the last quarter of his rookie year went down. If his target stayed the same, he would have caught for over 1,000 his rookie year.
Yeah,
but his targets went down.
He also lost Dak. That's when Dak broke.
And he lost Dak. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he lost Dak. His targets went down, but he was on track to catch 1,000 his rookie year, over 1,000.
Man, y'all clap it up if y'all enjoying this class we getting from the greatest. We got the greatest coming together. God, man, y'all better clap it up in here, man. We really do got the greatest offensive lineman in this space. Yeah. And I want to talk about it. I want to talk about Booker. Man, this finna be dope. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I like Booker. I like Booker a lot.
All right, so we go talk about the free agents in a minute as we waiting on Voch. Yeah, so really, you got one OC.
Lou, do you like Booker? Because Lou, you made a little funny face.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
This is what I want to ask, real quick.
Okay.
Booker only bench pressed 225 21 times. Does that concern you, OC?
No, man, because he a country boy. He be eating a lot, bro. He ain't just been lifting like he need to lift. As soon as he get in camp and they give him about a month of lifting, he'll be able to do it 35 times or 37 times. That don't really concern me because of his tape. I'm not looking at his bench press to justify his tape. I'm not looking at his bench press to justify anything. I'm looking at it's a check or mark, and he plays stronger than 21 reps on the bench press, way strong. So it could be a slight discipline issue in terms of his training and his preparation, right? That could be an issue, but in terms of his tape, I'm always leaning heavier on the tape. Now, if he's like 380, if he's 380, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be mad at that. If he's 360 or something, I'm gonna be upset with that. I'm gonna be like, no, all of a sudden, I don't trust you because you just too wild and you don't have discipline to be a pro, and you gonna struggle when you get into the league and you get all that money. But if he's within weight range and he was just working on other drills and stuff, it's a variety of reasons why that could happen. So it doesn't overall concern me because of how powerful he plays in the field. It's not a huge concern. No,
I think he got the best film out of any prospect in the draft.
Yeah, he's nasty. He's nasty.
Because I don't think no other player went up against other, NFL caliber players and just relentlessly and just routinely just shut them down. It we talking about him like he's nasty, and y'all would think his strength is in the run game, but his strength is actually in pass pro. He's nasty at pass pro. So we talking about bench. You can't. that vice grip strength, you can't. There's no way you can test that at the combine, in my opinion. That the way he's able to just maneuver in that half man slide, that gap protection, and how aware he is and how selective, aggressive he is. You
talking about his ability to pass off the stunts and the last drive and finish. You know, he's first class on that. Yeah, man. Voch is in the building, man. Salute. Yeah, let the OG get in here, man.
Voch, what's happening? Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, man. All right, man. We just talking ball up in here, man. So I'm gonna just shoot it right at you. You had some particular choices at 12 at the offensive line. I want to kind of let you go through the list of people that you consider in that 12.
Like everybody?
Offensive line. And we can get into everybody in a second.
Okay. Let me just say this. I've been getting into a lot of fights online, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, we are a very passionate bunch of people. But let me just say this before I get going. You know, if Jones is in them would run this thing properly, then we wouldn't have to argue amongst each other. You feel me? You know, if Jay Tuck get on this thing and vouch for running back and Foots vouch for corner, I vouch for O-line, and, you know, somebody else vouch for wide receiver, we shouldn't have to fight about it. We should just have all those things if we serious about being Super Bowl people, you know? I'm appalled that I can come out here and be like, oh, yeah, I'll take Tyler Booker at 12 and I'll celebrate when I do it, and somebody called me crazy. You know, if you watch Tyler Booker's film, you should want to do a little dance. If you, if you, sorry?
I'm getting excited.
Hey man, you know, if he's the guy at 12, you should celebrate. And it's not even like I think that O-line is a flat out emergency. Like I'm just taking any offensive lineman, or like when I get to the 4th round, I'm taking offensive lineman there. If it ain't like one of 3 or 4 people, then we don't have to take offensive line at all. We could just roll with what we got. It's just that, you know, Tyler Booker at 12 or Josh Simmons at 12 is my very, very short list of offensive linemen that I'm throwing a big ass party about, a huge little party about. You know what I'm saying? But I can see why, you know, like, you know, yeah, go wide receiver if, you know, the best one is there. Go running back if the best one is there, or the best 2 if we looking at latest mocks or whatever, and people, you know, think Hampton is that guy. But man, we shouldn't be to a point to where I say, oh hell yeah, put Tyler Booker at right guard, and somebody say, no, that's crazy as hell. You would love a world where you get Smith, BB, and Booker in the middle. You get to beat the hell out of it. Deuce Vaughn to go crazy behind that. It's crazy.
Exactly.
Hey, we tell you to stop, big dog. You know what I'm saying? You, if it was still something in your heart, so you got 2. So I said two
offensive linemen that I'm going ridiculous, stupid, crazy for. I don't think Campbell will be there. I think Banks will be there, but I don't think Banks will be a guy that I would take over Simmons or Booker or whatever. So I'm just not even, you know, mentioning them, but just talking about realistically, I'm going those guys. As far as our guy from Missouri, Mimbu, it depends on where he go. Like if he goes to San Fran and we're wide zone and we're overtaking and we're, you know, linebackering and climbing and all this, and, you know, he get to be, you know, finesse guy, then that's cool. But I'm not really finesse offensive line guy. If you, you know, think about the linemen that I'm vouching for, they all physical. They all kind of move guys around. They dig people out of gaps. I'm not the biggest fan of the 290-pound guard. That ain't never been my thing. Or the light center or the super athletic tackle that can't really push people. That's not really me. I like to see movement. I like to see guys fall all over the place. I like to see bodies hitting the floor. And Mimbu's not really body hit the floor guy. You know what I mean? So I can see where he's great, and I can see where he'll rank high. You know, I got him in the 2nd round, and if he goes to San Francisco, I think he'll be fantastic. But if he goes to like Tennessee or something, you know, teams gonna start beating the hell out of him because he ain't built like that.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I don't see the power. So could you give us your vision of the offense with Booker?
Man, you ain't just hear what I said when I said
I did. But I need you to go deeper. I say it like this. When I said Booker, I said a lot of people talk about we need a weapon. I said Booker is a weapon.
I agree.
Yeah, and I said, you know, if you look at our history, when we plugged in guards, not you, but I'm just saying, when people look at our history, when we plug in guards, that stuff is immediate. Like when we plugged in Zach Martin.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked you about your vision, because see, I know you can really paint it. You know what I'm saying? From what you see. Maybe I didn't paint it right. What do you see, like in terms of working in our offense?
Think about what we had with Leary, Travis, and Zach. You know, we were a offensive line, and you know, I don't want to paint it as if we're you know that group of guys was just some barbarian type offensive line. They have movement as well, and when you have three competent bodies in the middle, you know, your combos are a little different. The movement that you make on those combos are different, to where your running back may not get touched for 3 yards because the one tech is going flying, or the linebacker just don't want none because the interior guys are just so physical. We've seen that before. Like we've seen what Lael Collins look like at guard. You know what I'm saying? And they'll, you know, and those Seahawks guys didn't want none of Lael, and you see those guys start to move around a little bit. You know, if we talk about keeping pockets clean, I've seen Dak be fantastic with nonsense at tackle, but when the ones and the threes are blocked up pretty well, you know, you can't really do nothing with that. You know, as long as, you know, B gap and A gap straight, you know, Dexter Lawrence really hadn't been a problem for Dak, you know, when Dex was on, you know, Zach for real, you know, like when Aaron Donald was around and Connor Williams wouldn't beat nobody else but Connor Williams to beat the hell out of Aaron Donald. Like we would be straight in those games. But you know, when Connor McGovern starts coming around and Biotis starts coming around, those guys aren't powerful and those guys go backwards more. So you don't want to live in a world with Dak, who's older, who don't run as much, who's coming off of injury. You don't want A-gap moving backwards. You just want A-gap staying right the hell where the hell is at. Like you got line of scrimmage and you got A-gap with Booker, BB, and Smith. A-gap going to be right there. Now, now Guyton, you know, we can have an extended conversation about Guyton if you want to, but as long as he's athletic enough to run, to run the loop, run the ring, that can navigate that. Terrence Steele, who ain't as bad as people think he is, you know, like we'll see Tyler Guyton get whooped by, you know, Nick Herbig or something, and we'll watch, Terrence get whooped by TJ Watt, and we'll go, damn, Terrence, what the hell you doing? It's a discrepancy, you know what I'm saying? Like Terrence is for the most part, Terrence dealing with the tougher guys. You know, if we playing against San Francisco, I don't know who the hell the left tackle got, Leonard Floyd or something, but Terrence got Nick over there. Like we should give Terrence a little bit of grace. Plus, it's the idea that Mike McCarthy thought it was a good idea to leave those guys on islands. That ain't great. That ain't smart.
Right.
But you know, you can put Luke out there and change how guys take angles from C gap or D or line up from the wide nine or whatever. But if you having problems in A gap, dog, you ain't really got a chance in the run game or the passing game. That's why, Biotis had a job for a long time, but I wasn't excited about him. McGovern had a job for a little bit, but I wasn't too happy about McGovern. I don't know what happened with him because I thought he was physical coming out of Penn State. But Booker ain't stalemate nobody. Tyler Smith ain't stalemate nobody. And what made me really excited about BB is, you know, what happens a lot of time in the league is, you know, they'll take like a center and he may not be strong, but they'll try to hide the center, you know, like amongst combos, or they'll try to play Voltron with the guard and center, and you won't get that, you know, you won't get the most effectiveness, you know, out of your center being a guy because he's so attached to this guard because you need him. But man, when you got Man, look, take a look at week 16, 17, and 18 film. I know it's tough to watch, but when BB and Tyler really figured it out at the end of the season, goodness. So now you take Peanut Butter BB, right? Now you take I've been lifting weights BB and keep him at center. I don't want to move him. I know some Cowboy fans that want to draft a center that ain't good and put BB right back at guard and have the same problem at center that we've been having. I don't want to do that. Make center strong. If you name all the good centers in the league, they good, you know, for various reasons, but they all ain't strong. They might be great athletes. They may be smart. They may be good pass blockers, but they may not all be strong. We have a rare opportunity. And we ain't got to take Booker, man. We can take McMillan and I'll smile too. But you got a rare opportunity to have a strong center, a strong Tyler, and a strong nigga. You crazy? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I don't think I got to paint that picture too well. The picture, you can print the paper out and the picture beautiful already. I ain't gonna
But Botch, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think a lot of people see it like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. And so I want to.
Cool. I
want
people on the offensive line like that. It's all
right. And see, I was
ain't
just
really
saying,
glamorous like that. You know, people don't grow up. People don't grow up loving the offensive line, man. But that's because you don't teach it at the same level that you teach. Like
it's
when
not
you go
sexy.
to 7 camps. Well, I didn't say that. O-line is very sexy.
No.
O-line is very sexy.
It depends on what y'all doing. Your kick slides, ugly. Right? Come on, Voch, keep it real, man. When y'all doing the push drills, ugly. You know, but when y'all climbing to that second level, beautiful. When y'all hand fight,
you know what you sound like? You remember when UFC first came out and all the boxing dudes was like, UFC ain't technical.
That's true. You're right.
That ain't this.
You talking. But when you learn it, it's beautiful. I'm with you.
I've taken boxing class and I've taken Muay Thai. It's some science and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's ugly, bro.
Japanese is an ugly looking language on paper. But when you learn what the little boxes mean, you go, okay, that's fly. I see what happened.
No, you selling it good, but Voch.
Igbo is a weird little language, but when you learn how they structure words,
man, listen, man, you talking good, bro.
Versus how we say it, you know what I'm saying?
Ugly is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, and I agree. When y'all looking at it, I know
y'all fear what y'all don't understand.
See, hold on.
Y'all fear what y'all don't understand.
And I agree. That's what I want to tell. I want to say, Voch.
Your pulling is beautiful.
And see, I agree.
Voch.
Why is Fredericks booed? Zach Martin booed, Tyler Smith booed. You know what I'm saying?
Because people don't know football. Man, look, ain't nothing better when you watch a combo, right?
Yeah.
And they don't leave early. They just keep comboing. and then the linebacker comes down just a little taste.
And he got a free lane.
But they don't take the bait. But right when it bam, and whoever it is leave and go get the linebacker right on time. And ain't nothing better than that.
Yeah.
People just don't know what they looking at.
Yeah.
And I don't want to call nobody ignorant, man. I don't want to call nobody ignorant. You know,
I think it's a hard position to appreciate, man. I really do.
DB's boring.
No, man, wait. Oh, everybody disagree with that, Voch, man. You done got over your skis. You done got way. It's no position that's sweeter now. Come on now.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all be trying to look at it like us, Voch.
Y'all do the same thing every time.
Y'all be trying to look like us. Y'all be having white gloves and shit. Y'all be out there trying to look like corners. That's the offensive lineman I don't like. I'd be like, why you trying to look like me?
That's your problem. You worried about swag. We worried about whooping somebody.
That's what I love. Hey, but now swag is important over here. And we ain't got to be tough like y'all. Listen, y'all the only ones that got a hit on every play. We don't.
That's y'all problem.
That's their problem.
I had to watch a corner today. Darian Strong and boy V-Tech run a whole bunch of cover 3. He just got a whole just back to the sideline running deep thirds, ain't touching nobody. That's boring as hell. What you mean?
Hold on, Voch. So when we at the club, who going home? We won. Us or y'all?
Why are we talking about that?
Because I'm just saying, like, in terms of just, you said look good. You said look good. Didn't you say look good? We said look good, didn't we? We talking about the ugly looking position that get overlooked. All right, now let's go. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
It depends, boss. Now you brought up a point. It depends, boss. Because all y'all ain't all you think that you are.
Yeah,
all right.
And it takes more tools. It takes more tools than a gold chain, boss.
We finna go deeper. Let's go deeper. I'm finna pull everybody to the deep now. Tet is sitting there. Genty is sitting there. Booker is sitting there. Who you picking? Voch.
You say who that?
Tet, Genty, Booker.
On my board, Genty's the highest rated player, and I don't want to win or dress my board, so I just take him.
Okay. OC, same. Who you picking?
And because because Genty is the best back there. But you know what? I'm taking Booker, dude. I'm gonna take Booker. I'm gonna go ahead and take Booker because I feel
I don't hate
like
that answer. I don't hate that answer at all.
I feel like Booker is a unique talent at the guard position, and that changes your strong side for 8 to 10 years. And I think you can't pass up on that opportunity. I think he's special in that position, man. And I think I can get another back because that back, whoever I get, he got 4 to 6 good years in his body. I think I can get 8 to 10 out of an elite guard, and I'm gonna rock with that.
Man, I'm loving this show. Lou.
I'm going Booker. I care about my quarterback too much. Too much. I'm not gonna have a Romo part 2. I'm not. I care about this physicality of this team. Like Shotty's talking about running the ball. Vosh just preached it. Like everyone is excited for the power run scheme because of the pulling guard and pulling tackle. But the most important block, the most important block on the power scheme is the combo, the front side combo. I need my guard and center to displace to the backside linebacker every time. I need it. I need to see it because there's plenty of running backs. It's deep. I can get a Devin Neal and be just fine. I promise you I will. And it's just more with it. I can do more with it. I don't.
I'm going Booker too. And the reason why I'm going Booker, I think we invested into all these coaches to run the ball. Yeah. I also want our first pick to represent what we go do, what type of team we go be. And I want the pressure to be for us to be physical. I think that NFL has figured out that you could attack these smaller linebackers because it's been a passing league so long. The NFL has had all these puny ass linebackers and they playing a lot of too high. I think we got a small window of time to really seize that before they start restocking the NFL with these downhill linebackers. Because to me, that's the pattern of what I see with free agency. You know what I mean? Go look at our new linebackers compared to our old linebackers. Our new linebackers look like the old school linebackers. What's your thoughts on that, Vach?
I don't mind everybody saying what they're saying. And to be fair, I said Genty because of your question, but in real life, Genty ain't gonna be there.
Yes, true. I mean? So right.
I don't even want to.
I don't think he's gonna be there either.
I don't even want to, fix my face to even think about it. And honestly, McMillan shouldn't either.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't hate what we saying about Booker. Like if it comes down to Booker versus like Michael Williams or something, or like Will Johnson, like I'm taking the guard all day, every day, and I'm just going to go be great in my interior. That's just how I feel. You do have a point. Football works in cycles, so everybody tried to pass rush, and they got safeties at linebacker and stuff like that. If you're the more field, I mean, hell, it happened to us. We roll Marquise Bell out there at linebacker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Teams ran, they ran the rock as they should. So if linebackers go back to being 200, I mean, look, Marquise was 205, but the general linebacker these days, like what, 220, 230 or something like that.
Right.
If you bring physical guards back, it's gonna be a rough day for those characters. So I don't hate what y'all saying about it.
Okay.
And just to piggyback real quick, boss, if it's Booker and Tad, I'm gonna double down. I'm taking Booker because I believe Booker is the better player. I think Booker is the better player. That's just what I think. And to piggyback on you, Lou, I mean, if you're running ISO and you're running the inside zone scheme, which Schottenheimer has historically been committed to running, then the success of that is going to be on your guards and centers. That's how you effectively run any type of zone scheme or inside zone or ISO in particular, right? If you dominate with those interior three, you're going to be successful. And I think that's what Schottenheimer intends to do based upon all interviews and all the breadcrumbs that we have up to this point about his behavior and his attitude about building his team. That's the type of stuff he's going to do. He's going to want to run some power football. And you got to have the pieces, ensure pieces, not maybe they get it done, maybe they don't type pieces. And so that's what I say. That's just my opinion. But go ahead.
Real quick, y'all clap it up, man. Listen, y'all. We got the best, not only in Cowboy land, we got the best people talking offensive line all together. You know what I mean? And they in agreement. I want to ask all of y'all, what do y'all say about people that would say, and I'm gonna start with you, Lou, that y'all biased because you're offensive linemen? Like that's the reason why y'all want to go with the big guys. Like
So
yeah, let's go. Let's go. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Short, sweet. Absolutely.
What I say, your team, I feel like everyone has misevaluated this team. I mean, you can go either way. Like no one's wrong, but
That's right. That's right.
what I see is what's been wrong with this team is the toughness.
Right.
This team is just not tough. You were soft last year, and when we lost to Green Bay, I don't think nobody remember. We lost every single game the exact same way. Like the great quarterbacks coming in, they didn't even remember. The Bills came in, they didn't even pass the ball more than 17 times. They just lined up and ran it down your throat. So
Right.
it was a storm coming, and it happened in Green Bay. I'm trying to get tougher. I'm trying to become a force. I'm trying to be feared. I'm trying to bring some type of fear back that we had just a brief time with Zeke. We were feared. We had an identity. We have no identity right now.
Ooh,
And
that's
I want
beautiful.
that to be our identity.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. What would you, my boy, Boss said so. What about,
what y'all want me to say?
I mean,
I lived and breathed offensive line for 8 years. I got so what if I'm biased? I mean, shit.
that's what's
Have you
up,
seen
man.
Tyler Booker? I mean, have you seen Josh Simmons? Have you seen somebody? You know, it ain't like I'm advocating for just anybody. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm advocating for some Rudy. Like I said, offensive line, I wouldn't even, like I said, I'm not even draft O-line guy. I'm draft Booker and at 12. I'm saying draft Booker and Simmons is what I'm saying. You know, we ain't got to reach for offense. Oh, the offensive linemen are wiped out. Let me look at my board real quick. Oh, the offensive linemen are wiped out. We got to take Josh Connerly right here at 12. I'm not saying that. I'm just looking at two people. I'm looking at Booker and I'm looking at Simmons. That's it.
Watch.
Sir.
What people are fearing is picking Booker, is neglecting a weapon. I know how you rock. I watch your content for a while. I know you got a plan for a weapon. What's your plan for the weapons round 2 and 3?
That's the problem, man. That's the Joneses, man. The Joneses gotta take care of this stuff, man. You know how the Joneses build, like how they team build, is they push guys up the roster. You understand what I'm saying? You know, if you look at the Eagles, they'll push guys down. So they'll go, all right, Jordan Davis, we drafted you and we hope you're ready. Oh, you're not ready? We'll bring in Ndamukong Suh to push you down the roster.
Well said.
You know, Nolan Smith, we hope you're ready. If not, Josh Sweat will push you down the roster, right? What we'll do is we'll be like, all right, Mozzie, we hope you're ready. And if not, you just got to step up and we'll take somebody that's worse than you and make him your backup, and you just got to be better.
Right.
Or Jalen Tolbert, you got to step up. And if you're not, you just gonna have to, and we'll just bring somebody in that's worse than you, and we'll just keep you up there. The teams that compete and win Super Bowls are not afraid to bench players that ain't working or to push down the roster players that ain't working. We love to hang in there.
Right.
We love to let me just wait one more week to see what the business is. Let me just wait a couple more games and see till somebody get hurt to see what the business is. Why I got to be way at the end of the season for Chuma Edoga to take Tyler Guyton's job? Man, Chuma been better than Tyler Guyton. Guyton had issues. Sit him down. Sit him down. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to. And then look, if I'm in this offseason, I'm trying to find somebody better than Tyler Guyton. If Tyler Guyton wins, then cool. You won the job by fighting for your life. But what I don't want to do is take a mediocre left tackle and be like, all right, we just banking on Guyton. That ain't, and look, I don't want to give the Eagles no kind of credit, but I'm having to, because they just won a Super Bowl and they doing this thing the right way. And if you look at what we doing, we going into this thing as how it's constructed right now.
Yeah.
Brock Hoffman, you got to step up.
Right.
You just got to step up, Brock Hoffman. We leaning on you right now. You know, and I would love to bring in somebody that's better than Brock Hoffman to push Brock Hoffman down the board. But we brought in a free agent that I never heard of. What's old boy name? The free agent guard character that we brought in that ain't about to compete with nobody. that's about to not
his name
that's about to
Jones.
not make the team. And I don't.
He's the cat body.
Rogers.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the Joneses got to go out there and break the bank, man, but at least make your guys, especially your middle of the roster, bottom of the roster guys, compete. And I just don't think that they doing that. So my vision for wide receiver, for weapon, we ain't got enough picks, man. But if you want, looking at my board real quick, if you want to take Jack Best from TCU in the second round, and you have whatever running back you want, Dylan Sampson, Judkins may go in the second round. DJ Giddens, Krosky Merritt. I mean, you got running back options. You got about 25 running backs you can pick between round 2 and 5, and I really like them all. But I would love for my running back to be like really secure. I don't want just a cool little character to go along with somebody. I would love to have a run game to where Dak threw the ball 10 times a day. We beat the shit out this team. I would love to have that. I would love to have that for once in my life, but that's
See,
just
watch, I don't think
the Jones just ain't built that way.
And I don't think a lot of our fans see that vision. They see the physicality vision that you painted. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I'm gonna ask y'all about some free agents. I'm really here to hear from y'all, man. I'm here for the offensive line school, trench school. Y'all, cause see, people, I've been hearing people say Hoffman and Booker, what's the big deal? Lou, what's the big deal?
Please.
Yeah, I'm low. I'm low on Hoffman. We did the fight last week. I'm gonna keep bringing this up, man. That man primary position was center.
You know what Hoffman do? I'm sorry, Lou. I am so sorry. I'm sick of this shit. You know what Hoffman do? Hoffman fall down on people that's falling already. And he get, y'all know what I'm talking about. Look at the offensive line people. He fall down on people that's falling down already, and he causes a little stir like he did something. And Cowboy fans that don't understand MMA go, Hoffman fell on somebody at the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying?
That's called selling the block, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the line of scrimmage. Tyler Booker drives somebody's son from point A to point B beyond their damn free will, and they fall. And they don't get tripped up. They just fall because of him. And then he falls on them 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. That's the difference. I don't want to hear about no. Well, Hoffman did a good job in there. Well, that's what a backup's supposed to do. A backup's supposed to do a cool lit job.
Thank you.
I don't want to do a cool man. Jalen, y'all know how fun it is to play against the Eagles and Jalen Carter line up on Tyler Smith and you ain't got to worry about it too much. You know how fun it is. You know how fun it is. I think you'll be able to do that. I think you'll be able to do that if you put Jalen Carter at the other B gap. Because what'll end up happening is, Tyler get his wins and they'll put Jalen Carter on the other B gap. He'll beat the shit out of somebody over there. You could have all right. Jalen Carter looking for damn Hoffman. Jalen Carter can't wait to go block Brock Hoffman. To go deal with Brock Hoffman. He smiled like a motherfucker. He pleased. Brock Hoffman.
You saw it in the Pittsburgh game. Like, we saw it with Bass. Like, at the end of the game, like, when Cameron Hayward, he was starting to look for Bass. When Bass
good
got
backup,
tired.
though. Good. Look, he's a phenomenal backup. He's as good as a backup as you gonna find, bro. As good as a backup you gonna find, bro. I just want a little better.
Man,
Awesome.
I'm being honest,
Bass.
bro.
Y'all making me sick with that, man.
See, Vox.
Y'all making me sick with this Nathan Thomas stuff. Yo, Bob, what you think about Nathan Thomas? I don't think shit about Nathan Thomas. Y'all make me sick with that.
Boy ain't played no preseason yet.
Right. What you think about Nathan Thomas playing some guard? I don't know. Austin Richards can go out there and play some guard. Can't he? No.
Hey, Vox. You know what the problem is, bro? I was trying to sell this, and I'm a cornerback. See, I know it's a whole level of conviction when it comes from y'all. I know it's a total. See, when I said, people like, man, shut up, you cornerback. But you need to hear this from guys who coached it, bro, and played it. This position is a position they hit every play. And that's how I was saying it. Like Hoffman, Booker, stop. Like I want this whole offensive line nutty. What's your? So you had some?
No, I'm agreeing with everything I've been hearing, man. There's no comparison, man. Hoffman is a backup. He's a good, solid backup for you, man. He's not a starter that's gonna move the needle for you. There's no comparison between him and Booker. They're from different countries and zip codes, man. It's different. So that's that's it. Go ahead, man.
I got two more, and then I'm done. Will Hernandez, Tevin Jenkins, Vach.
I don't want to lie to your audience, man. I watch Cowboy football. I ain't been watching film on these people. I don't care.
I appreciate that.
I am 10 toes down in draft. I can tell you up to about 4-5 rounds worth of them kids, man. But I don't watch Bears and Cardinals like that.
Man, I appreciate you keeping it all the way 100.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. I like Tevin Jenkins, man. He plays with a degree of nasty and physicality. He's got stronger since he graduated from Oklahoma State, man. He would not be a bad pickup at all for this team, man. I call him light skin crazy because that's a different kind of crazy. But man, he has fun out there, man. He's trying to finish people, man. He's very, very physical at the point. And he's a solid pass protector, man. Sometimes he does miss with his hands and he gets, a little bit of shoulder pass over his knees a little bit. That's the part I don't like. But in terms of his physicality and his ability to latch and finish guys, he's pretty good, man. He's pretty good.
I'm gonna just say, when you look at O-line free agents, I know people want to quickly fill it, so we can not talk about Booker, but I mean, there's a reason why these guys are free agents. Like good O-line play is rare. So you got to think of like if something's rare and someone's willing to give it up, we got to question it just a bit. Like they got some type of injury history. Their play has dipped to a point that they feel like they can replace it either with a trade an asset or go on a draft. So we just got to question it just a bit. But I mean, I wouldn't be mad if that's the plan going ahead. I'm just here to fill holes in so we don't going with sugar eye. That's all I want. I don't want drafting sugar eye. Just drafting because we need to fill a position.
Explain sugar eye. I know you lost some people with that. I know what you mean, but could you explain that?
Yeah, like just going in, not fully evaluating everything that may be available, not letting the draft come to you. Because I feel like the Dallas Cowboys, we had our best drafts when we let the draft come to us and not, attack it, with tunnel vision, eyeing just one position. And when we get there, like, okay, we need a receiver. Let's just take the one that's there. That we're picking too high and it's too valuable to have that type of mindset. And when you do that, I think you have a high possibility of drafting a bust or somebody you're not gonna get the full value out of the pick.
So check this. I got some receivers that I think we should go after. I want to get your opinion on it, Vach.
Yes.
I wanted Dak to have some bigger receivers. I know you obviously working with .com, right? So they kind of put you in a new circle.
I'm just a guess. I don't even work. I'm just a guess, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
But we talked about this before, and it's true. Sure. We all start thinking like the circles we come from sometime. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be too wrapped up in my circle. So you might be able to enlighten me on something. I was thinking about bigger receivers like a Trey Harris, right? Like a Higgins, because I feel like our receivers are too 6'1" and under. I feel like Dak is throwing too many smurfs. So like what prospects would y'all look at as potentials for Dak, especially if we want to get bigger? Not necessarily faster, but bigger.
I think the biggest thing for the Cowboys, as far as wide receivers go, I think it's a humongous win for us that they're no longer just running the field and turning around. I think that's a humongous win off the rip. People think that I was hyperbolic about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we just running hitches and slants, and then the PFF metrics came out and it showed that we was running hitches at like 87%. You know what I'm saying? And when you see linebackers and corners just sitting on routes and like, oh, Dak Prescott, all these tight window throws. I bet because they all hitches and curls. Like we didn't really evolve, past that. So I think first of all, even if you got a 6'1" receiver, I think they'll be much better in this offense simply because they won't have to run upfield and turn around so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we start to incorporate crossing routes or any type of, deeper routes, or if simply Ferguson just simply get back to the scene. Why Ferguson stopped running the scene? Well, because he was busy running the field and turning around. So as far as you say bigger receivers, I got Trey Harris in the 3rd round. I mean, he's cool. I don't think he's that great of a route runner, but he could do some deep stuff. He can he's a yak guy. If you want to use him like the Eagles use Brown and just go and muscle people and do your thing there, then cool. As far as who you said, Higgins is a tall slot receiver type guy, and it's weird because Noel, who's on the same team as him, is like 6'1". He plays mostly outside.
Yeah.
But Higgins is just tall slot guy.
Yeah.
That don't make much sense to me. I don't know how that's gonna fit here. But Savion Williams, Jack Besh, like those are your X-type guys. Now, if you're looking for X-type guys, then sure, those are some names you could be looking at. But I'm not the biggest Higgins guy like some of these other people are Higgins guys.
Gotcha. So somebody sent a super chat, man, and they wanted to settle the score, and then we can give our final words. First of all, y'all clap it up, man. Real talk. Y'all clap it up for everybody that's here. Real. Yeah, man. So, obviously, one of the things that it just went out my head. Totally, totally evaporated all the way out my head. What I was finna say, I can't
receiver.
Super chat? I think I was going back to. Yeah, I think it was that super chat. Yeah, that super chat. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. That super chat said, "Are we going with Booker? Or are we going with?" Let me see. He said, "Are we going with Booker?" Give me a sec. Let me find it. Josh Simmons.
Like if I had to pick between Booker or Simmons?
Yeah.
For the Cowboys, it's just on my board.
Cowboys,
Booker make more sense because you have a deficiency at right guard, and I guess your tackles is what I would say locked up or whatever. Terrence is making money and Tyler Guyton is a second year player or whatever. So I guess they got a little bit of equity tied up in him. I think Simmons is a better player. I think and they like what here. Just looking. Simmons is like my 6th guy. Booker is like 8 or 9 or something like that. Yeah, Booker is 9. Pardon me, 8. So they like right there. But and then of course I would always prioritize tackle over guard if it's like close and I need both of them. I would just take tackle over guard. But for Cowboys, I mean Booker makes more sense. Now, that's me saying the Joneses and them run Cowboys. I'm not a big Guyton fan. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take Simmons and plug him in and make Guyton fight for his life with somebody and just move on with that. But it'll just make sense to take the guard and just move on with your life. Economical. It'll be economical to fix your right guard.
Gotcha. So I just want to let everybody know, man, when I talked to Vosh this morning, we said 5 minutes. And then he did way more than 5 minutes. Because I was just going to ask him a few questions real quick. You know what I mean? Just to get his vision. Because I'm going to be honest, and I mean this. I feel like the offensive linemen, for the most part, are disrespected. Like, when it's come to the nuance of playing that position, I would rather ask questions and learn from these dudes. People that played it, coached it. Because it's something to me that you got to be in the trenches to get a deeper understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? So I would say this. Y'all pay attention to the fact that all of these guys agreed that Booker is the guy. That's the first thing I want to say that I learned from today. It's not because they biased. It's not because they don't want a weapon. I think it's And matter of fact, listening to everybody's because it makes sense for the Dallas Cowboys. It makes sense because your team will be more physical. It's a representation of the identity that you want to have. Because let's say we did go receiver. Let's just say if we did. I wouldn't be mad if we got Ted. But for all the people that been saying we need to run the ball, what's going to happen if you give Jerry Jones and Steven Jones a wide receiver? What's going to happen? We going to throw the hell out that ball. We just paid Dak. We just paid CD. And we got a first round receiver. The physicality that y'all saying y'all want to see, shit over. So I want Booker the weapon. I want Booker the weapon. I'm all the way down for it. And they gave me more confidence. That's my final word. Lou.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Cowboys Nation, we got to get serious about protecting our quarterback. He's getting up in age. He's not moving as well. This team, we need a jolt of toughness. We need sureness up front. We cannot just settle and just plug and play guys. That's not how the offensive line works. Because I promise you, you don't care about it now, but if Dak is on another stretcher, you're going to be caring about it again because the season's going to be over with. So with my pick, I'm going Tyler Booker out of Alabama. He's going to come in, be great for the gap scheme, power scheme, and let's help and just get close to building that wall again here in Dallas, and because it's in our history. We ain't never been close to a Super Bowl unless we have a great offensive line. That's my final word.
Yeah, man, at the end of the day, man, I mean, the linemen in the trenches will win games. I'm not mad if the Cowboys don't make that pick, but based upon who's there and who's available, that could very well be the best pick for the Cowboys. So that's my opinion. And look, at the end of the day, however you spice this up, you got to shore up that inside three, and you got to get a much improved Tyler Guy in year 2 to have success this coming year. So that's it, guys. That's my final word, man. Salute.
Tony Romo got old, and they ran the football, and he threw the ball like 20 times a game, and the Cowboys found a lot of old Tony Romo success in that. And I think that'll be fantastic for Dak at this point in his career. So if they're gonna run the ball, I hope they're serious, and I hope that we get players that gel well with that mentality. But in real life, Dak probably gonna throw the ball 50 times. Y'all know what time it is.
Vach,
they got to show me.
For real, I love it. Vach, I want to say thank you for being a gamer, bro. You're a gamer.
You already know, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. I see what I love about Vach is it don't matter how big the stage, he gonna show up. He show up. It don't matter if it's bleacher.com. It don't matter. It's just he show up. And I appreciate that because when people like you get a chance, other people get a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to tell you that personally, man. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. I was in the black, so I want to explain the black. So when I'm in the black, I'm researching all these players and I don't listen to no content at all on other players. This year was a little bit harder because it's like, damn, you got Vach over there. I can't even go watch history. You literally got a YouTuber sitting on, you feel what I'm saying? I can't watch history because I got to be committed to this process. You know what I mean? So now that I'm out the process, I'm happy to now start tuning in, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to make sure I, say something when I'm in there and support you, So y'all make sure y'all support this, bro. This is some real shit he's doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to pack the house. You know what I mean? Pack the house, spam, show the presence of new media. Show out. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna be pushing more people your way, bro, now that I'm at the black. So that, we can keep putting that good shit out there, bro. Good job, bro.
Hey, man, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? That mean the world to me. It is definitely a big platform, but I come from YouTube land, and YouTube does a certain job at conditioning your credibility and your honesty. You know what I'm saying? Like if you a newspaper guy or if you a radio guy, you can just kind of say what you want, and you may or may not get called out for it. But we got this thing called chat box. You know what I'm saying? And if we lied, the chat will tell us that we lying. So
right.
I come from that. So when I go to the draft show, I'm prepared and I'm ready to go. And it's day one, and I've watched about 150 people. What y'all on? You know what I'm saying? So when my mom always said, shouts out to my mother. She said, when you go places, you represent more than just you.
Right.
If I go out and rob a bank, it ain't just Vosh robbed the bank. It's Cat the Son robbed the bank. Natchez High football player robbed the bank. This black kid from Broadmoor robbed the bank. You know what I'm saying? And I think the same way about content. And if I go on .com and act a fool and look crazy, they'll never call one of us again.
That's right.
So I appreciate you noticing that, and I appreciate everybody coming in and tapping in and all that kind of stuff. And they see it.
Yeah, they do.
See it.
They do.
And they may see it quietly.
Yeah.
They may see it amongst themselves. But when you walk past people in the hallway,
yeah,
we don't do it anymore. But once upon a time, we used to be the chip on the shoulder YouTube guys, right? We used to be like, I'm from YouTube. I'm a you. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still got a lot of that in me in the room still.
Oh.
But we're not. YouTube is different now. We're not hobbyists anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Talk.
Like you can put radio, you can put newspaper.com, you can put content YouTube characters right there because they all know who we are. And when you get on social media, man, boss will go out there and say something, and then a media person will comment on it. You go, huh? You saw that?
Yep.
You go, yeah, you noticed that, huh?
Huh?
Fuss came and said, yo, Vosh, did you know XYZ came on my comments today and said something about the situation? I was like, oh yeah, they noticed, huh? They noticed you, huh, Fuss the King? So for anybody that's YouTubing right now, they see you. So keep putting out your best work,
Man, appreciate you, Vosh. And listen, I'm gonna put some pressure on you, bro.
Please.
We got to do this at least once a year. At least once. We got to get the offensive linemen together at least once. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put that pressure on you, brother. I enjoyed it, man. I know everybody enjoyed it, man. It was good knowledge, and I learned a lot. Man, y'all take it easy, man. We out.